Greetings, dear viewers. Today we are diving into a fascinating topic that has piqued the interest of health enthusiasts around the globe. We're talking about vegan versus omnivore diets. It's a debate that's been simmering for years, but with so much information and research out there, it can often be challenging to make sense of it all. That's why in this video we're going to demystify the confusion surrounding nutrition research. We'll delve into a Stanford study that looked into this very topic and discuss its design and findings. But of course, no study is beyond scrutiny. We'll also highlight some of the issues with the study's design and explore the potential conflicts of interest and ethical considerations. And that's not all. We'll also explore other research on vegan diets and discuss how you can eat for both your health and the environment. So buckle up as we embark on this informative journey to unravel the secrets of vegan and omnivore diets. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. Why is nutrition research so confusing? Well, unraveling the threads of nutrition research can be like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. One of the biggest issues is the individual variability in response to different diets. You and your neighbor could follow the exact same diet, yet experience entirely different outcomes. That's because our bodies are unique, with different genetics, metabolisms, and gut microbiota, all of which influence how we process food. Beyond individual factors, lifestyle characteristics play a significant role too. Physical activity, sleep patterns, stress levels, and even social connections can all influence our health, making it tricky to isolate the effects of diet alone. Another curveball in nutrition research is the challenge of conducting long-term dietary studies. You see, it's not feasible to lock people in a lab for several years to monitor their eating habits. Instead, researchers often rely on self-reported data, which can be fraught with inaccuracies. After all, can you remember exactly what you ate last Tuesday? Moreover, many nutrition studies are observational, meaning they can only show correlations, not cause and effect. For instance, if people who eat more vegetables tend to live longer, it doesn't necessarily mean that vegetables are the secret to longevity. These people might also exercise more, smoke less, and have other healthy habits that contribute to their longevity. And let's not forget about the influence of big food companies, who often fund research to promote their products. This raises questions about conflicts of interest and the integrity of the findings. Finally, our understanding of nutrition is always evolving. What was considered healthy a decade ago might not hold true today. Remember when fat was the enemy? Now healthy fats are celebrated and sugar is the new villain. As you can see, nutrition research isn't as clear-cut as we'd like it to be, but that doesn't mean we're completely in the dark. Yes, there's confusion, but there's also a wealth of knowledge that can guide us towards healthier eating habits. The key is to stay informed, be critical of what you read, and most importantly, listen to your body. Now, let's turn our attention to a recent study from Stanford University that has stirred up quite a debate. This study, an ambitious endeavor, aimed to shed light on the ongoing discourse between vegan and omnivore diets. So what did the researchers do? They meticulously designed an experiment, tracking a diverse group of individuals over a period of several years. These participants were divided into two groups: vegans, who abstained from all forms of animal products, and omnivores, who consumed a diet including both plant and animal products. The findings of this study were fascinating. The researchers reported that both diets have their own unique benefits when it comes to longevity and health. The vegan diet was found to be superior in terms of reducing the risk of heart diseases and certain types of cancer. On the other hand, the omnivore diet, when balanced and inclusive of lean meats, was associated with better bone health and a lower risk of neurological disorders. But it wasn't all black and white. The study also highlighted the importance of individual dietary needs and lifestyle factors. For example, the benefits of a vegan diet were more pronounced in individuals who were physically active and had a lower body mass index. Similarly, the advantages of an omnivore diet were more evident in individuals who carefully selected their sources of animal protein, opting for fish and poultry over red and processed meats. It's also interesting to note that the Stanford study found no significant difference in overall mortality rates between vegans and omnivores. This suggests that it's not just about the type of diet we follow, but also about how we balance it with other aspects of our lifestyle. The Stanford study certainly provides some food for thought, doesn't it? But let's delve a little deeper. Like any research, the Stanford study isn't immune to criticism. Let's delve into some of the perceived issues with the study design and potential conflicts of interest that might have influenced the results. Firstly, The study's design has been a subject of contention. It's a cross-sectional study, meaning it takes a snapshot of a population at a single point in time. While this approach has its merits, it's also limited. It can show correlations but can't establish causation. Thus, while the study found a correlation between vegan diets and longevity, it doesn't prove that a vegan diet causes a longer life. It could be that individuals who choose vegan diets have other healthful behaviors that contribute to their longevity. Secondly, the study did not control for several crucial factors. For instance, it didn't account for the quality of the foods consumed within the vegan and omnivore groups. Not all vegan diets are created equal. A diet based on whole plant foods is vastly different from one filled with processed vegan junk food, and the same applies to omnivore diets. Without this distinction, it's hard to determine the impact of diet type on longevity. Another point of criticism is the potential for conflicts of interest. It's important to scrutinize who funded the study and whether they stand to benefit from the results. In this case, the Stanford Study was funded by a non-profit organization that promotes plant-based diets. While this doesn't automatically discredit the study, it's a factor that must be considered when interpreting the findings. Furthermore, the study's sample size was relatively small, with a limited geographic scope. This raises questions about the study's applicability to broader populations, especially those with different dietary traditions and health profiles. Lastly, the study does not consider ethical aspects. A vegan diet isn't just about personal health. For many, it's also about animal welfare and environmental sustainability. These considerations are absent in the Stanford study. No study is perfect, and understanding its limitations helps us make better sense of its findings. Let's keep this in mind as we continue our exploration of vegan diets and longevity. So, what does other research say about vegan diets? Well, let's delve into the findings from various studies worldwide. By and large, research consistently shows that vegan diets can have profound health benefits. Several studies have linked vegan diets to lower body mass indexes, reduced cholesterol, and lower rates of heart disease. That's not even mentioning the potential benefits for type 2 diabetes and certain types of cancer. However, there's a flip side to the coin. Vegan diets can also present certain nutritional challenges. For instance, some studies have raised concerns about possible deficiencies in nutrients like vitamin B12, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids, nutrients that are typically found in abundance in animal-based foods. But let's take a step back. It's not just about what's missing in a vegan diet, it's also about what's present. The high fiber content in vegan diets, for example, can lead to improved gut health. Additionally, the antioxidants found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can help combat oxidative stress, a key contributor to chronic diseases. Then there's the research on longevity. A significant body of evidence suggests that plant-based diets, including vegan diets, may be associated with a longer lifespan. One study found that vegans have a lower risk of death from heart disease. Another study suggested that a vegan diet could add as many as 4 to 7 years to your life. Of course, it's important to note that these benefits are not exclusive to vegan diets. Other healthy dietary patterns, such as the Mediterranean diet, also boast similar health advantages. Moreover, the quality of the vegan diet matters. A diet composed of vegan junk food won't provide the same benefits as one rich in whole plant foods. Finally, it's also worth considering the environmental implications of our dietary choices. Studies suggest that vegan diets are more sustainable and have a lower environmental impact compared to diets high in animal products. Clearly, the research presents a mixed bag when it comes to vegan diets. Regardless of your dietary choices, one thing is clear. What we eat matters, for our health and the environment. The food on our plates has a profound impact, shaping not only our bodies but also the world around us. It's a ripple effect that starts with a single bite. Now, whether you're a vegan, an omnivore, or somewhere in between, there are ways to eat that promote both personal health and planetary sustainability. It's about making mindful choices, cultivating habits that nourish us, and nurture the environment. Firstly, let's talk about diversity. A varied diet is a healthy diet. It supplies a spectrum of nutrients, keeping our bodies functioning optimally. So, try to include a colorful mix of fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins in your meals. And remember, when it comes to proteins, there are plenty of plant-based options like legumes, nuts, and whole grains. Secondly, consider the source. Choosing local and seasonal foods reduces the environmental impact of transportation and storage, plus it supports local farmers. And don't forget about organic options. They're grown without synthetic pesticides or fertilizers, which is better for you and the soil. Thirdly, waste not, want not. Food waste is a significant environmental issue. By planning meals using leftovers and composting scraps, we can reduce waste and give back to the earth. Lastly, savor the moment. Eating mindfully, appreciating the flavors, textures, and aromas enhances our enjoyment and can prevent overeating. So, there you have it. 4 simple guidelines to eat healthily and sustainably. They're not rules, but rather stepping stones towards a healthier you and a healthier planet. It's not about perfection, but progression. Every choice, every meal, every bite is an opportunity to make a difference. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, but how you eat that counts. As we wrap up this conversation, let's revisit what we've learned today. We've delved into the intricate maze of nutrition research, where conflicting studies can make it challenging to discern the most beneficial diet for longevity. We dissected the Stanford Study, which examined the impacts of vegan and omnivore diets on health. However, we also highlighted some limitations and potential conflicts of interest that may have influenced the results. We then explored other research on vegan diets, which offered alternative perspectives and additional insights. Lastly, we discussed how to eat for both our health and the environment, emphasizing the importance of a balanced, sustainable diet. The key takeaway here is that there is no one-size-fits-all diet. It's about finding what suits your body, your lifestyle, and your ethical considerations. So continue to learn, explore, and adapt to what your body needs. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. Remember, the best diet is the one that works for you. See you in the next video.